from this moment on, besties, we lock in. I started off January a little bit more on the lax side. I was just very comfortable, and I think I needed that. Not gonna lie, I'm not even mad about that. But I think I'm ready to change that, because this morning I woke up not with motivation but a deep desire to be consistent again. So from this moment on, we are locking in, and if you've needed a sign, you've needed some sort of motivation or push to get started, this is your sign, besties. Let's lock in together. I have 3 goals that I am starting off with. So the first goal is going to be sleep. I think sleep is so essential. Anytime that anyone is having some sort of inconsistency in their life, or they're extra tired, I'm like, how's your sleep schedule? Let's review that, because I think sleep is so important. For me, I've been very consistent with going to sleep at 10, but I've been very inconsistent with the time that I'm waking up in the morning, and that throws you off. I know that even though I'm waking up at 5 a.m., if I'm waking up at 5:20 one day, 5:30, 5:40, if I'm snoozing the alarm, inconsistency. My body does not want to get up because my body thinks that it's tired, and by that I mean that I have literally felt myself laying in bed pondering about whether I should get up or not. And I'm like, I'm warm. I'm tired. I literally feel so exhausted as I'm laying there, and I'll allow myself to sleep in. But then there's been moments where I have those thoughts, and then my mind goes, you can sleep in later. Rip off the covers, I get up and I'm fine. So literally just deciding to lay in bed and the act of laying in bed keeps me tired. But I know that as soon as I rip off those covers, I'm going to be up. So I need to call myself out and just get out of bed, stop being lazy. We're changing that. We're going to start waking up as soon as the alarm goes off at 5 a.m. Plus, it's much more rewarding to take a little nap throughout the day than it is to even sleep in, because then I feel like I lost time in my day. Versus if I take a quick little 40-minute nap, re-energize myself, I'm up, I'm ready, let's keep going. Done with my workout. I ended up working out for about an hour, and I burned 372 active calories, which is pretty good. But the sun is finally coming out, so we are going to go for a run. So before I went on my trip, I actually went to my nutrition follow-up, so I'll roll those clips real quick. I'm currently in Mexico for I think this is my 5th nutrition check-in. I honestly don't think that there will be change. If there is change, I hope it's in my muscles, because I have been trying this past month to lift just a little bit heavier. I was alternating between my 3-pound dumbbells to my 10-pound dumbbells, and my 10-pound dumbbells were my heaviest dumbbell, but I introduced 15-pound dumbbells this month, and so I feel like I've been lifting a little heavier, and I've been working out consistently with my 10-pound dumbbells. So I hope that there is some sort of change with my muscles, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's no change in my weight, just because it was the holiday season and I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. I had parties to go to and stuff, and I tried my best to be as good as I possibly could. And on the days when I didn't have anything to do, I stuck to my meal plan. But again, it's the holidays and it's fine. My nutritionist even acknowledged that when I went to go see her last, and she said a lot of people will stop going after the holidays for the very reason that they kind of feel with all this guilt because of everything that they ate in the last month. But I don't want that to be me. I'm still here and I'm ready. I am ready to lock in after this. Well, after my trip, my next trip. But that is life. Like, things are always happening. You have parties, you have trips that come up, and you're never going to be fully perfect. But what we're learning is good habits and learning how to eat a little bit better when we can, where we can, and just be more mindful while we're eating. But I'm excited though to go in and see what happened with this month of just, having a lot to do and having a lot of parties and stuff, like how my body kind of handled that. I will check in with you guys after the appointment. And I am back home. I have a little update for you guys, a positive update. I did lose 2 pounds. That's awesome. I'm so proud of myself. I know that in the grand scheme of things, for a lot of people, 2 pounds might be like, bro, like 2 pounds after a month. Last month, I gained half a pound. And this month, I feel it was kind of the same in a sense, where I still allowed myself to enjoy, because in the month of November, I also had a lot of things going back to back. I had a trip, I had birthdays, my birthday, like all of these different things, Thanksgiving. And so then again, this month of December is another one of those months where it's just like back to back to back parties. So I feel like it was kind of the same obstacles that I faced, but this time in the month of December, obviously, like I challenged myself to do a little bit more physically. And so I think that that kind of evened out. So 2 pounds is just so awesome. I'm so proud of me. After a month of kind of like, I allowed myself to enjoy, but like, don't get me wrong, in those moments, I did also feel guilty. I felt guilty for having that food and knowing that it could potentially slow down my progress. Like, these are like the mental battles that you face. It's never perfect. Like, I would be lying to you if I said like, I never face those demons. I never struggle with feeling guilt with what I eat. No, I feel that too. But obviously it's like a constant thing that I'm trying to overcome. So I'll take 5 steps forward where I feel so good and I'm living my best life, and then I may take maybe 2 steps back where all of a sudden I'm doubting everything and I'm wondering if I gained weight, if I should just give up. All of these intrusive thoughts come up for me too, but I don't let them win. I am stronger than those thoughts. And so 2 pounds, amazing. Like, I spent the month thinking like there's going to be no progress. Maybe I gained weight because I wasn't sticking to my meal plan 100% of the time. But 2 pounds lost is so great. And it's actually kind of crazy because this month, because I had a lot more parties to go to, a lot more moments where I did eat other things outside of my meal plan, and I was feeling guilty about that, and I felt like maybe I was gaining weight, maybe I was having a little bit too much coffee. People started telling me in this month that they noticed change, that they noticed that I was losing weight, that I was becoming a little bit more toned and stuff. And I was like, really? Like, here I am feeling guilty, but all of these people are finally seeing that change. So again, a lot of the times it's just a mental struggle that you go through where you doubt yourself and you make yourself feel bad. And then if you do let that win, that could easily get to you and make you want to give up. But we can never let those little demons win. I also went down a centimeter on my waist, a centimeter on my abdomen, 2 centimeters on my hips, which is great. I did go down 1 kilogram of fat, and then I did gain 1 kilogram of muscle, which makes me feel so good, because that's the one thing that I said that if there's no change, if I gained some weight, if I maybe stayed the same, didn't notice a difference, I hope that I gained some sort of muscle, because I did challenge myself a little bit more and I was hoping that that would show, and it did. So I'm so proud of myself. This is the first time I've seen some sort of increase in my muscle, because every other time I've gone to the nutritionist, it's just gone down, 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 down. So my goal is to get that muscle up. And lastly, my visceral fat went down to 16 points, whatever that means. I don't know, but she said that that basically shows that my body is being receptive to whatever it is that I'm doing, that I am, trying to better my nutrition, and that I am also challenging myself physically. Like, my body is working hand in hand with me, and we're going to start to see those really good changes. And as you can see, we saw some change in the month of December, which I'm actually really, really proud of myself, because the nutritionist was telling me in November, before I went to this follow-up, that a lot of people usually give up after the month of December, because the holidays come around and it's normal for people to want to eat and enjoy food a little bit more, because the holidays, you're spending time with family and friends, there's all these potlucks, posadas, everything. And so it's normal for people to get a little slack, and that's okay. But a lot of people build guilt around that time, and so then they just stop going to the nutritionist, or they stop going to the gym because they feel bad about all of this food that they just had. But Honestly, a weight loss journey, any sort of fitness journey is never going to be linear. You're going to have those months where maybe you do have a month full of parties and you're going to be going back to all these different events. So when she was telling me that, I was like, not me. That we can't have that. So I did allow myself a lot of balance in the month of December, and I'm pretty proud of myself that even though I did also enjoy all of that food and I was going out with friends to get coffee and stuff, I still maintained consistency with my workouts. Like, I did not skip a workout. I think I only rested like 3 days in the entire month of December, so I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. And so because of that, I was still able to see some pretty good change, and the nutritionist actually told me that my body is at a point where my metabolism is functioning as it should be. So because of that, I want to make sure that I don't let myself get comfortable, because in the past with my last fitness journeys, I've gotten a little comfortable when my metabolism gets to a point where it's digesting food really well, and I'm like, oh, I'm good, my body's got me, I can have a little extra of this, I can have a little extra of that. But then I fall down this rabbit hole where I have things in excess and then I gain it all back. So it's this endless cycle that I've been trying to break, but I feel like this time around I'm very aware of it. I'm calling myself out and I'm working on improving that and not doing that again. So I am planning to level up my workouts a little bit more here in the month of January and moving forward. One thing that I've really missed is going for runs. I feel like last time when I was running, I really saw some good change. Plus, honestly, like, runners are onto something. That runner's high feels so good. So now that the sun is coming out, let's go for a quick little run. In the past, when I've ran, I felt that it really improved my strength training because I built my stamina. My resistance was up there, my cardio was up there, and I was able to jump and do burpees, and I was more flexible just from picking up running. I also noticed my body toning up more from running, and that runner's high, man, it gives you this boost of motivation. Runners aren't lying. Like, it feels so good. So as you guys know, at the beginning of the year, I made a little bingo card with a bunch of different goals. The way that I'm going to work towards reaching those goals is by taking small steps in the right direction. For example, one of my goals this year is to run a 10K. I can't just wake up one day and go run a 10K. I mean, I can, but one, I can psych myself out the day before because I didn't prepare. Two, if I do the 10K without preparing at all, I might injure myself. And three, I might think I'm in over my head trying to sign up for a 10K and just not go overall. So to work towards actually doing a 10K, I'm making the effort to start running again. And for me, running a 10K isn't about running it in a certain amount of time. Ooh, glasses are fogging up. It's about just doing it because it's a goal that I set, and I want to teach myself that I can do anything that I set my mind to. Showing myself that I can stick to this goal of signing up for a 10K and actually doing the 10K is going to help boost my confidence and make me feel like I can achieve all of my goals. You just need to prove to yourself once that you can achieve one of your goals to boost your confidence and start going after all of your goals. Like, that's all you need, is just one, but you need to stick to it, okay? You can't just give up when you don't see things changing after a week, okay? Sometimes it takes months, and I know a lot of people don't like that because they want things quick and easy, but I promise you, as you're showing up, as you're being consistent, you'll forget about time. You'll just start doing it. It's gonna be this habit that you just get up and do, and then before you know it, people are gonna be telling you, dang, you look good. What's your secret? Because for them, it's just gonna be from one day to another. They're gonna be like, what kind of weight loss drink are you taking? What kind of medication are you taking? What are you doing? I'm being consistent. There's no secret. I'm just showing up. I'm doing it, and that's the real answer. Okay, so I did a mile 65 today. I honestly could go for more, but I'm in need of new running shoes. These running shoes are old. The heel part of the shoe is losing its cushion, so it's rubbing against my heel. Last weekend, me and my sister went out for little girls' day. We hit up the library, we went to get coffee, did a little bit of shopping, which you can actually see. I recorded a short for that day, and I've actually been trying to post more shorts. If you remember from my bingo card, I have a small little goal to post 4 consecutive shorts, which I have been doing pretty good. So if you didn't know, I'm posting short content now. It's here on YouTube, so check it out, support. I've been having fun. It's a fun little way to post a little video in between my uploads because it's so quick and easy to just film and edit it. So if you haven't, go check them out. That was my 3rd short, and I'm actually going to work on my 4th one later today. But in that short, you'll see that I picked up this new little moisturizer from Pharmacy. We went to Sephora, and Pharmacy was having a half off sale that day. So I decided to pick up this moisturizer because I was in need of a new moisturizer. And I actually really like this. First of all, the little spoon is magnetic, so it sticks to the lid. And second of all, it gives me that glow that I look for in a moisturizer. And I have been loving it. It does have a slight scent of honey, but I don't mind it because I normally try to stay away from any sort of skincare that has fragrance. But I mean, the whole purpose of this is that it's honey based, so I'm not surprised. But it's so hydrating, moisturizing at the same time. It gives me that little glow that I look for in my moisturizers. So far, I'm really impressed by it. Also, in that short, you will see that I picked up some gel nail polishes because my goal is to start doing my own nails. I was thinking about, like, I have this goal to save the money and not go get my nails done, but I think at the end of the day I would still waste that money somewhere else. So what I'm gonna do is every time I do my nails, I'm gonna pay myself the same price I would pay my nail tech to do my nails. That way I can actually save a little extra money. I was paying about 350 pesos, so that's like 20 US dollars. Plus it wasn't just the $20 for the nails. Like, we would go out to eat, we'd get coffee and all that stuff, so there was other expenses on top of getting my nails done. So it is going to be a huge money saver to take a little break. And so I'm just going to move over those $20, pay myself as if I was the nail tech, and accumulate some little extra cash. I went to Sally's and I picked up this gel nail polish remover. So we're going to start with removing my gel nails. I actually love this set. This is one of my favorite sets that I've ever had. Okay, so it says to put it on and let it sit for about 3 minutes. And then you just use a little scraping tool to take it off. It did pretty much take off all of it, but there's still like a slight little layer. And I don't know if that's just like stuck on my nails at this point, but I think I did a pretty good job of getting it off. So it did take multiple coats of these to get to this. So now I'm going to try and paint my nails. I think I'm gonna do something like this right here, not these. I would love to do these, but as you can see, my nails are not really in the state to do a French tip. Plus I don't have a nude nail color that I can use. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the like full color in this kind of like little burgundy color, and then I'm gonna do the stars in this white color. So let's see how that goes. Time to put the hair up and let's get started. I already shaped my nails. They were in the square shape, but I rounded them out. So let's start buffing. Okay, so I just finished doing my nails, and I don't know what I did. I don't know what my intention with them was. I literally just did random things. I wanted to do stars, but I couldn't do the stars because my hand was shaking too much, and I'm totally out of practice. When I was younger, I used to do designs all the time. Like, I literally drew Minnie Mouse on my nails, and it looked like Minnie Mouse. I'll pop up a picture. I think this is a good little start. I also have to remind myself I'm literally not a nail tech, so what do I expect from myself to do? You know, I think this is pretty good as someone who isn't a nail tech, and it's my first little set that I did. I do have to say those nail polishes are pretty good. So now I'm just ending off my little nail appointment with some cuticle oil. I just did a little hand exfoliation. And then a little hand lotion. And you know what's really funny? When I was doing my nails, I thought to myself, these are kind of bad. I don't know if I want to leave them. I genuinely thought about just taking them off and leaving my nails nude. But I was like, no, I didn't. I paid myself. I'm going to keep them. So then I just went about my week, and these nails have gotten more compliments than any of the other nails that I've ever had. And I don't know why that happens. Like, all the nails that I've gotten done at the nail salon, I thought were so cute. I'm like, these nails are it. Everyone's going to love these. And while I did get compliments like, oh yeah, they're cute, more people noticed my nails this time. People who have never noticed my nails before were like, your nails are so cute. And I'm like, thank you. So that really boosted my confidence. So for breakfast, one of my favorite go-tos from my meal plan has been an avocado toast. So for my avocado seasonings, I'm just doing some salt, pepper, and then lemon pepper. Actually, I'm just realizing I don't need pepper on top of the lemon pepper. It's fine. Lemon pepper seasoning. This is what they used at Libertine. And then we're just going to sprinkle some queso panela on top. And it's so good. I have been obsessed with this little breakfast. For me, nutrition isn't about being perfect. It's about maintaining balance. And so trying to aim for that 80-20, ideally in a perfect world, 90-10. But 80-20 I feel like is what I'm aiming for because I want to enjoy life. Later today, we're going to go to Cafecito, and I want to enjoy coffee. I want to enjoy the toast without feeling guilty, because guilt is what keeps you stuck in a cycle. And I think that that's what really helped me in the month of December, because they did have all these little parties and stuff. But when I could, I did my best. If I knew we were going to have a potluck at work, I ate my breakfast according to my meal plan. I ate my dinner according to the meal plan. And I allowed myself to enjoy food, but not in excess. If I knew that I was going to go to a posada on Friday, I made sure that the entire week I ate according to my meal plan. Sure, I did have little things that I enjoyed here and there, like I had coffees, maybe I had like a cookie or something, I don't know, but it wasn't in excess. And that to me is the most important part, is being able to find that balance where I do enjoy things, but when I can, I make a good choice. Plus, you really start to recognize how food affects your body when you start eating a little bit better. You know, before I was feeling tired, I was exhausted, I wasn't really nourishing my body, I was working out, but I wasn't really meeting my protein goals, so my body wasn't properly recovering. But now that I've been eating better, like, I feel more energized, I feel more awake, I feel that my body's actually recovering from the workouts. And when I eat something that doesn't necessarily make me feel good, I feel it. I feel bloated, I feel really exhausted, or I'll feel low on energy and stuff. So I feel that, and I can make the conscious decision now to be like, do I really want that? It's going to make me feel bad, or do I want something that's going to make me feel good?
I'm currently researching at the library. This has been one of my favorite little hobbies that I've picked up. I like kind of refreshing my mind on some things that I already knew, or maybe learning something new. But I was actually watching Friends the other day, and I got to the episode where this encyclopedia salesman comes to Joey's house, and his like opening line or his punchline was, do you ever just sit there and nod your head whenever your friends are having a conversation discussing something that you have no clue about, but you're just pretending you know? That's how I feel sometimes. So I'm like, we're changing that. I'm learning a little bit more about some different topics. I feel like a lot of the times, like, I know maybe just like the general information, I don't know too much. And so I feel like it'd be good to just research and learn a little bit more. So, so far I've done I researched the Salem witch trials, I researched Sir Isaac Newton's different theories, I researched time travel, color theory, and now I'm on to the feel-good hormones, because that's something that I feel like a lot of people talk about, and I don't know the difference between them. Like, I do know, oh, the dopamine, serotonin, those are the common ones, but I don't know what makes them different. So I'm learning today.
Here's a little crazy. It was windy. Let's ignore that. But we just finished with our little shopping day downtown. I wanted to do a quick little haul. First of all, I love shopping locally because everyone is so nice. Like, you can tell that they opened these stores because they're genuinely passionate about whatever they opened up. So first we went to Sunny's, and the dad of the shop owner makes these cute little bead bracelets. These are so adorable, like beautiful. I bought this one. He gave this one out for free. He's always giving out free little things to the customers. And then we went to a new plant shop that just opened up. It's called Rainforest. The Rainforest, I think. And I got my mom a little money tree. My mom has always wanted a money tree, and I heard that you're supposed to gift these, so I bought it for her. I think she's going to love that. And again, this person, the owner took the time to explain to us how to water the plant. She explained to us how she literally goes out of her way to find plants at a good price so that she doesn't overcharge people for them. Online, money trees would sell for $50-$100. She charged $9.50. So she was telling us that she's aware of that online market that overcharges people. And then lastly, we went to this little crystal shop called Sundust Mineral. We love the owner. She's so nice. She literally takes the time and shows interest in her customers and is always giving us little things. So first I bought this adorable little bookmark with citrine crystals. And the last thing that I got is this little crystal jar with green aventurine. And she was explaining to me how you can put this in your car to help ease with road rage. It really attracts abundance, so you can put it over your door and it'll bring in abundance. She said you could put one in your wallet for abundance. So I'm excited to get some use out of this, see what it can bring into my life. Flash forward several hours later, I took a nap. I was so tired, and honestly that nap hit. It was exactly what I needed, but I woke up feeling pretty creative. So I decided to work on a little scrapbook page for the trip that I took recently, which I also filmed a little short for. And that actually means I can finally cross something off of my bingo card. So at the beginning of the year, I made a little bingo card. This bingo card has a range of small to big goals that I think are pretty achievable for the year. And I actually get to cross one off today. It is this one right here, which is to post 4 YouTube shorts in 1 month. And actually I haven't posted the 4th one. I'm gonna post it tomorrow, but I'm gonna count it because I literally already filmed it and edited it, so it's ready to go for tomorrow. It's going to get posted early tomorrow morning, so if you don't see it up, then you can call me out, but it's gonna be up, besties. I'm gonna jump ahead and I'm going to cross it off now because I feel like I've had a very productive day and I deserve a little gold star. Did my skincare and I decided to cook my lunch for tomorrow. The biggest tip that I can ever give to make sure that you stick to your nutrition goals is to cook your food the night before. I actually find some sort of relaxation in preparing the food the night before. It's part of my wind down routine where I'm disconnecting from my phone. I'm just kind of being, existing, whether it's that I pick up a book or I decide to do some sort of craft or I'm preparing my lunch for the next day. All of those activities are very relaxing to me. And so I'm not only disconnecting, but I'm also taking care of my future self. So by taking that time to cook the food the night before, in the morning I won't be rushing to prepare my food, and I have no excuse tomorrow to not eat the food that I already made.